Hey everyone, welcome to this drawing lesson. Make sure to grab the worksheet below, either print it out or bring it into your software. We are working on chopping. So what chopping is we're taking our basic forms and we're cutting pieces away. So make sure that you have practiced your basic forms a little bit. You don't have to be great at it, but you have to have some sense of how to draw the basic forms or this becomes very challenging. What this basically is that you're drawing a form, cutting pieces away as if you're like sculpting a piece of marble. Like if you imagine you had like a chisel and you were hitting pieces away, that's kind of what we're working on. So like if you imagine you had this form and you were just like chopping away pieces, that's what we're doing here, right? So you can see this example here. We have our box form here, and then we're cutting away piece here, we're cutting away pieces there. And this gives us more ways to work with our basic forms. You can do a lot of sharp lines and cut away pieces. And this is how the basic forms become even more powerful, right? So if you combine this with our sculpting skills and our basic form skills, you can see how you can start to build more and more complex things with these skills. So let's start drawing here. I'm going to explain through some stuff and then you can work on the worksheets on your own. Make sure to say hi to our little buddy. Say hi to our friend. Hi, friend. Because if you're drawing, you should have a buddy with you. So that I made sure that there's a buddy here with you. Yeah, I said that out loud. You have to have a buddy when you're drawing. It's, oh boy. Anyways, we have our box forms here and we're cutting away. So you can see how we start off with a basic box form here and then I'm cutting away pieces. And what you want to work on is pay attention to how those facets look in space. Like how are those lines moving away into space? What side of the box looks like it's towards us, and just pay attention to those lines. You don't have to copy perfectly, but I want you to start to develop an intuition around these things. So for example, on this example on the right side, you can see that this box piece right here, A, is in front of B because it's covering part of B. So start taking note of these things, how you intuitively understand the illusion on the page so that you can develop that understanding and apply it to your own drawings. So copy these examples. On page number 2, I'm showing you how you can cut away from these forms to create something more interesting. So if you think about a sphere as like a pumpkin, you can create a jack-o'-lantern by cutting away pieces. So that's like a literal, like physical example turned into drawing. So this is how those examples on the left, and then your example on the right here is a cylinder that's cut in half. So you can see inside, you can see underneath it. So you get like that sense of perspective and then cutting away small pieces. So that's what we're working on page 2. On page 3, we're adding more complexity and adding our little cute faces to it because that makes it more fun. I love adding silliness to the drawing exercises because it makes it more enjoyable. Do not turn your drawing exercises into these like dry, boring things because they can be fun. I've said it over and over again, really lean into the magical aspect of this. Just look at some of these drawings. How is it that your mind is looking at this piece of paper, looking at these marks, and you can see the illusion of 3D space on a flat piece of paper? I know that that's almost like a given if you're learning how to draw. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, well, of course, that's kind of the point. But really lean into the magic of that because that is truly magical. And the more you let yourself bathe in the magic of that, the more exciting it is to learn these skills. So remember that as you go through these exercises, remember you don't have to copy perfectly. We're just trying to develop our intuition around these skills. This is page number 3. And on page number 4, I just want you to practice the same thing, come up with your own forms. And what you can do is draw the complete form like this first, right? So like imagine you had a cylinder. And then you're like, okay, well, let me start cutting away from this, right? So imagine I want to cut this in half. I might draw that line here, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to draw the cut piece here. Don't worry about these messy lines and like trying to get it perfect. Don't worry about that. Just worry about developing an understanding of how you would cut away, right? So just cut away here and like that. And now I have that piece that's cut there. And you could do that with colored pencils or like use different mediums if you want, right? Like if you have a pencil, you might like sketch loosely with the pencil and then go in with a pen. Whatever is fun for you. Now, if you find that learning in this way is very effective for you, I would highly recommend that you check out the big drawing bundle that is linked below. I teach a lot of beginners these types of skills one step at a time. Especially check out the beginner's toolkit because we go into drawing forms so you can learn how to draw figure drawing, portrait drawing, all these different things. But starting with the beginner's toolkit is very like step-by-step and fun. So, you know, you can learn how to draw figures. You can learn how to draw basically anything. And That is kind of what we go through in that course. Also, the floral artist included in that bundle. So if you want to learn how to draw beautiful cards for your loved ones, learning how to draw flowers is super fun. And then you can draw portraits. And this is a beginner's toolkit, like drawing cute characters through drawing forms. I really believe in that way of learning. So if you find that this is effective for you, the way that I teach, the way that I help people learn how to draw, then check out that bundle. But if this is the first time you've seen my stuff, if this is the first tutorial you've done, then obviously go do more of the free stuff and make sure that I'm the right teacher for you. But I do feel like I have the upper hand when it comes to teaching beginners, because I'm an artist who doesn't have natural talent. I had to learn a lot of these skills the hard way, which means that I have a better understanding of how hard it is to learn for beginners. A lot of times teachers will just skip over steps and just be like, here, just do this. And then you look at it, you'd be like, wait, what? If you missed like 5 steps in there. I feel like I'm better at going step by step because I'm someone who doesn't have natural talent, which is why I feel so passionate about teaching beginners. So if that makes sense for you, check out the link below. But obviously, let me build trust with you. Go do some of the free stuff and make sure that I'm the right teacher for you. I'll see you in the next lesson.